Hello, my name is Justin Fox, and I am a gamer. After I had had an adventure with Bonk, was a Gunstar hero, dominated Super Mario World, flew into Knights, went on a Final Fantasy for the 7th time, collected some Power Stones, stabbed the Colossi in its big glowing tribal tattoo, was a Knight of the Old Republic, replaced several next-gen systems, saved Hyrule, and street fought heavily. But there was still something missing. You see, I love Jesus. Not to put them on the same level, but I also love video games. So, I've always wondered, what would it be like if someone combined the two of them?
Come on, like an RPG.
This just should not be. So then, without further ado, let me introduce the project to you. It's a project called Re-Elise. Project Re-Elise is a mature, old school, 2D, hand-animated, hip-hop RPG. And no, I will not be preaching to you in this game. We will let the sermons be a sermon, and we'll let games be a game. Re-Elise is about 4 warriors seeking the Judge's Key. This mystical key is said to eliminate all evil and return the world to peace. The problem is not finding it, it's getting it from the most powerful man on earth, King Shaddai. To even stand a chance, you must collect the 7 shards of the most powerful sword ever created, the Above. Guarding these 7 shards are Shaddai's personal elite guard, the most powerful people on the planet other than himself, the Cerebus. Obviously, this will not be easy. However, your main character, Elise, has been through 7 years of torture and abuse by rogue bandits called the Big Row. Since her escape, she is on a quest to make sure that there will never be anyone as victimized as she has been. To aid you in this overwhelming challenge, you collect Seraphim from various locations. These give you special abilities that you can use in combat and the overhead map. You can use these in the overhead map to gain access to previously inaccessible areas or even treasures. However, you are not the only one that knows about these Seraphim. You will meet other adventurers also who are looking for the same thing. So get ready for some boss fights that will truly be memorable. Not everyone looking for the Seraphim are going to be particularly evil. What will you do with that person? The battle system is simple. Active battle time system. When your meter fills up, you attack. This adds more excitement to the battles and keeps you fully engaged. If you're thinking that you can just spam your way through these fights, think again. A majority of the monsters will actually transform after a certain amount of damage. These transformations give your opponents slight or drastic variance in stats. So, while you could be hacking away at a certain monster, it may turn angry and start absorbing your attacks. It's up to the player to switch his or her tactic. This again keeps the player on their toes. Some of the tougher monsters or even bosses have multiple transformations. But don't worry, you do get a little bit more extra when you defeat a transformed opponent. Speaking of tactics, let's talk about styles. You'll find pieces of previously unreadable scrolls around the world. These scrolls teach you new styles. they contain special techniques and attacks. They also may increase particular stats while lowering others. Some styles are great at attacking, while others specialize in speed attacks that damages all enemies instead of just one. Speaking of customization, equipment is plentiful in this game. Some even contain special attacks you can use in battle. Weapons are a little different though. Okay, really different. Instead of simply buying a weapon, you dive into your own subconscious gate to unlock hidden potential. Once you do, your weapon transforms, your attack is significantly increased, and you learn new techniques. What's interesting about this is that you had to defeat certain manifest fears and insecurities of your character to achieve these upgrades. This gives you a deeper look inside each character, bringing a more intimate and broader perspective of each character. There are also multiple ways to play. The game is pretty open-ended if you want to be an insane grinder and do things with few power-ups. Yes, you will be rewarded for your troubles, with trophies and other items. However, if you don't want to go through that drama, there's a said balanced path. You're given some key choices in the game that can alter your experience. Once you've made the choice, it's made. However, this choice also gives re-release plenty of replay value, as you'll be experimenting with different choices that you make throughout the game, on your second, third, and fourth times around. And yes, there will be trophies galore, so grinders, you will be happy. I love hip-hop, so the game has plenty of it. From the costumes, dungeon design, down to the soundtrack. I mean, the main character has a tracksuit on, so I love hip-hop.